Welcome to ETFinalScore.com, your source for all the highlight stats and stories and scores from around East Texas high school football. With your host, Eric Sullivan.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We are now in full-blown district play for week number 5 of the East Texas high school football season. Still some teams playing non-district games, but not in the fabulous 16-5A. We had 2 monster matchups, JT at White House, Lufkin at Knack. Much more on those games coming up, including live reports from the Tyler Paper and ETFinalScore's sports writers. To be a part of the show, it's simple. Twitter is the way to go. Go to @ETFinalScore. Tweet us your scores, some of your cool pictures, anything you want, sort of. Just make sure it's all about football right there. If you give us a really cool pick, we'll show it on air for you. JT and White House played in a shootout of all shootouts last year, with White House winning the district and beating JT 55-54. I call it the game of the century, even though it's only 2014. Entire new look for White House. Meanwhile, JT wanting revenge tonight. Let's get to the highlights in this one. Jackson Allen working it early. Looking, reading, and finds Eric Munoz. Does this guy just make plays for the Cats or what? That's good for 40 yards for the Wildcats. Jackson Allen then is going to give it to Vincent Dunning. He's a big part of their running game. Nice 15 yards. Gus gets inside the pylon. White House is on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Good statement drive right there. But Gio McAllister, oh, he's such a good quarterback. Look at the gun right here. Nicholas Kane goes up and gets it. That is a play of the night nominee, no doubt about it. Then McAllister on a little swing pass, gets it out to Jeremy Wilson. Look at the blockers by the lines. That's how you do it, folks. 25-yard touchdown. JT answers just like that. And how about the defense of the John Tyler Lions? They figured something out. Jackson Allen, no time at all right here. Desaviat Reese with the big sack right there. Way to go, JT defense. He knows he's good. McAllister then up top fade route. Rodney Bendy. Oh, my goodness. Another play of the night nominee. That is a 10-yard touchdown. Cujo with the lead. Allen going right back to work. Play action over the middle to Eric Munoz. Good play right there. They didn't get the points right there, so we go back to JT. McAllister has trouble with the snaps, but Jeremy Wilson gets it somehow. That is never giving up on the play right there. Great job of getting the first down, and then McAllister's just really going to let it get going and really put it to him. Look at him get out of trouble. Finds his man, Bryson Smith, 48 yards, and this was all John Tyler tonight, folks. Final score 52-17. JT gets revenge. JT is also 1-0 in district play. Travis Yosting, of course, we had Travis on with us live at 6 o'clock from Wildcat Stadium. He joins us now just after the game. Travis, I told you or I asked you at 6 o'clock, JT a little angry coming into this game. They proved that tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, they definitely played like it, coming off that loss to Lee 2 weeks ago and obviously the loss to White House last year. And Giovanni McAllister, he was sparkling tonight. He completed 14 of 20 passes, 5 touchdowns, 295 yards, and he had more touchdown passes than incompletions in the first half.
There, for flipping the script to White House here, Travis, exposed a little bit tonight, or was John Tyler clearly that much better?
Really, I think White House just kind of ran into a buzzsaw. White House will have better games than tonight. They couldn't get their offense going, which you have to give credit to JT's pass defense. Senior Jordan Owens had 2 interceptions for the Lions tonight.
JT, next Friday, what we got going on?
They come back home. They've got Lindale at home, and they're going to be looking to get a good crowd and get another good win for them under the belt.
Travis, you're a busy man. Thank you so much for the time. And once again, good luck to your Aggies against my Hogs tomorrow.
All right.
All right, the other big one tonight, of course, Lufkin at Knack. In 2013, the Dragons won this rivalry game for the first time in 20 years. So the Pack have been impressive this year, and they wanted to prove that they were going to kill them this year. But likewise, the Dragons are saying, hey, we weren't a fluke. We could do this 2 years in a row. First drive. Coronado Tolbert, touchdown, Knack, 7-0. Nacogdoches gets the ball right back after a muff kickoff, driving again. It's 4th down. Hunter McClellan, the guy's a winner, folks. He just makes stuff happen. This time he gives it back to Tolbert, finishes the drive with another TD. 14-0 Dragons, the home crowd going crazy. Trey Cumby gets to work. Terry Mark, touchdown, 14-7. The Pack have woken up here. And then Lufkin Steven Sowell, the running back, going to break one for a long touchdown run. That would tie the game at 14. Good job, Mr. Sal right there, running forever, it seems like. Big play right there. But the Dragons get the momentum right back. Closing seconds of the second quarter. Hunter McClellan going to try to make something happen. He's looking to his left. He's going to find Morgan again, just short of the goal line. But what about the great catch right here? Touchdown for Morgan. It was 21-14 at the half. And there it is again. Great job. With fourth quarter, it's 38-35. Jalen Lane is going to come up with the biggest play of the night. He would get an interception, and it is victory again for Knack. How about that? 2 years in a row. Give Miss Coach Reyes a raise right there. 38-35 is your final score. For a reaction to that huge win for Knack, let's go back out to Dragon Stadium where Jeff Schaefer was there all night long. He has the interviews for us.
Eric, things have calmed down considerably here at Dragon Stadium in Nacogdoches, but it was a wild night and a wild game. The Dragons come out on top 38-35, take down rival Lufkin for the second year in a row. I'm joined by two guys who played a huge role in the victory tonight. I'm going to start with the man on my left, Coronado Tolbert. Coronado, you played obviously a huge role in this game tonight. Talk to me a little bit about the beginning of this game, because I know you had some key runs in there, scored a couple touchdowns. How important was that to get on the board, get some momentum early on?
Well, it was real important. I mean, Coach told me to score, so I went and scored. You know, that's all.
Talk to me about, you're named the MVP of this game. It's part of the Great American Rivalry Series. I know this game means a lot to you guys. What does it mean to get a victory in this over your rivals from Lufkin?
I mean, it feels great. I know I'm going to a D1 now. That's all I know. They looking. Hope you is. That's all.
They got to be looking at you after this game. Coronado, thank you so much, and congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to step over to the guy on my right, Jalen Lane. Jalen, talk to me a little bit about this game. You know, what it was like playing in this game, especially that second half. You guys just kept going shot for shot. What's it like out on the field during a game like tonight?
It's just real intense. You know, those guys are going to make play. I mean, number 2 team in the state, you know, those guys are going to come out there and play. I knew they weren't going to lay it down. They made some plays. I mean, we was going to keep it classy and go and prosper, but just the crowd was into the game, and everybody's into the game. It was just a great feeling. It's one of the biggest rivals in the state.
And you specifically, what's the feeling like when you make that late interception to really help seal this victory for your team?
It was a great feeling because it wasn't just an interception that you just make in like the first or second quarter. You know, this is a momentum change. You know, we needed to stop. We was up by 3 points, 38-35, and I went up there on the other side of the field and just made a play. You know, and just try to help out all my brothers, you know, that was pulling for us these 2 weeks when we prepared for these guys.
Can you even put into words what this victory means for you, for this team, and for the town of Nacogdoches?
It means a whole lot. I mean, for the start of the season, people doubted us. They doubted us when we lost Brandon, but I mean, after this win against a top program in the state, you know, people are going to start supporting us now. A lot of people are going to want to get on the roll and just we'll go with the Nacogdoches Dragons. Just a great feeling.
I can't imagine you'll have too many doubters after tonight's game. Jalen, thank you so much. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
So, Eric, another big win for Nacogdoches. They make it 2 in a row over Lufkin, and the Dragons 1-0 in district play.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Great job there. Congrats to Knack. All right, let's move on now. The last 2 Friday nights have been pretty memorable for the Robert E. Lee Red Raiders. They beat John Tyler. And last week, Zach Hall set all kinds of records with 7 touchdowns by himself against Garland Saxey. Tonight, first road game of the district, taking on Garland Rolette. This one came down to the final seconds. Lee had a 30-28 point lead. Rolette gets the game-winning touchdown to take the lead in the W. Luckily, our man Chris Perry was at that game. He joins us now live. Chris, we were trying to catch up with this game. It was a great second half, but what happened at the end as Rolette able to get the victory?
Yeah, once Lee missed the extra point, you almost could feel that was going to come back to haunt him. It was a bad snap. Matthew Hawk, the kicker, tried to make the best out of a bad play and just kind of threw it into the end zone, hoping maybe for a 2-point pass, but it was knocked down. Rowlett gets the ball with 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go. They got to go about 70 yards, and they converted 3 third downs on this drive. Lee had 3 timeouts, so you're thinking once they converted that third down, that was one of Lee's last timeouts. They either had to let them score at that point or try to stop them and force a long field goal. And they just kind of marched all the way down into the 1-yard line and then finally scored with 6 seconds to go. Really, Lee's only chance was to try to pull off some John Tyler Plano East magic. And I think Ijuan Barker got to about the 50 before he finally got tackled to end the game. But it was a good comeback by Lee. They were down 21-6 at halftime and came all the way back to take the lead. And Coach Piskey, afterward, he just keeps harping on the fact that they cannot keep putting themselves in holes like this and expect to come back every single week.
All right, well, Chris, tough loss on the road, 1-1 in district play. I think if anything, Lee's like here going to say, hey, we had that one. We've got to learn from this, right?
Well, they just came out very, very flat in the first half. I mean, they finished. They only had about just under less than 100 yards of offense in the first half, considering what they did in the last game. And they exploded in the second half like they've been doing pretty much every single game. I just think they need to just not get back behind by so many points in the first half. Of course, they came back to take the lead, but eventually you can only stop a team so many times. And Rowlett finally found the right mixture to score a couple touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
All right, Chris, 35-30 is a victory for Rowlett. Thank you so much, my friend. All right, let's move on to Longview now. They've had 2 weeks to kind of fix the struggling part of their game during the non-district season. They had about a 5-minute drive to Pine Tree tonight for their first ever game at the new Pirate Stadium, and this was just this was a big blowout, folks. This is Des Chumley right out of the gates. Look how fast he looks after a little bit of a break on that bye week. That would lead to a touchdown, 7-0. This time it's going to be Daniel Bononomy getting picked off by Khalil Williams. That is what we call a pick six in the business, 14-0. And then Pine Tree showing a little heart here. Mason Hayes, one of the finer receivers you'll find in East Texas, taking it to the house. Look at his closing speed there. So that made it 21-7, but Chumley gets that right arm to working again. This time finds his man deep to the right side. That is Tylen Miller. Tylen makes a move, cuts it back up for the touchdown, 28-7. Chumley again, this time to John Sorey. He hauls it in. All Lobos tonight. Final score 66-13. All right, tough test for both Hallsville and Marshall tonight, playing district against each other again. They don't live too far down the road from each other as well. Justin Hart, early on, is going to hand off to his star running back, John Love, but the defense of Hallsville forcing the fumble. Ruski right there. The guys in purple have got it. 2 plays later, quarterback Wyatt Wolverton, he's got the fake right here. He's going to keep it himself. Look at him read that defense. Easy touchdown right there for Wyatt. 7-0. Hallsville's Nick Branch gets into the scoring action for the Hallsville Bearcats right on the goal line. Get in there. Touchdown. 14-0 Hallsville. This was a nail-biter, folks, but Hallsville hanging on to win that district game 21-19. All right, first break is happening right now. Tons of highlights and scores still to come, including Tatum and Chapel Hill, Gladewater and Kilgore as well. You're looking at the final scores right now on the big board as we zoom in. That's ETFinalScore.com. Hit the score button. You'll see them all. All right, welcome back, everybody. More 16 5A scores for you. Here we go. Of course, JT and Jacksonville picked to finish last in this district, and we get right to the scores of Jacksonville, who had a big one against Ennis. They were picked to win this district. Let's get to the score of Jacksonville and Ennis. Pop it up there, please, guys. Good fight by the Fighting Indians, but Ennis is pretty good, folks. They win at 42-24. All right, moving on now. A couple more scores for you out of the district. Glendale almost takes care of Corsicana. They fall 24-23, and then also 24-23 Greenville over Mount Pleasant. Let's go to Class 4A now. The Tatum Eagles have had their there we are. The Tatum Eagles have had really good moments this year. Meanwhile, the Chapel Hill Bulldogs trying to find themselves before district play gets going. Another marquee matchup for week number 5. Always friendly fans there at Chapel Hill. Early on, Connor Hitchcock meet Devin Boyd. They get the sack right there. It's 14-7 right now. Tatum, look at the hard hits right here. DeAndre Phillips making it hurt right there for the Chapel Hill Bulldogs. And then Jabralian Franklin says, hey, man, I can do the same thing. He puts that helmet down right there. I think he would have got flagged in the NFL, but Tavion Ray says, you can hit me all you want. I'm going to get by you. Big touchdown right there, 21-7. Tatum with the lead. Here comes Connor Hitchcock to Reggie King. Perfectly placed pass, and that is a big-time conversion. King can also run the ball. Hey, I love the fans at the Dog Pound tonight doing a great job. Great job right there. And then Delonis Garrett. Look at Reggie Garrett right here with the unbelievable run. He is so fast. And then King gets the call here to take it in for the score, and he does. getting in there almost. That's Delarius Garrett right there getting it down. That was King, then Garrett. Got hit it so hard right there. Loses his helmet good. And then King would take it in out of the shotgun. That is a big-time play. And, of course, a good game here. And check out the final. Tatum, 39. Chapel Hill wins the ball game. How about that for Coach Sitton and company? That's a big one, 42-39. Heavy hearts tonight for Gladewater fans and their school. They, of course, lost their teammate Nick Wisinger in a car wreck during the week. Classy move right here by the players, having the flag saying "Fly High, Nick" right there. Meanwhile, Kilgore trying to move forward as we go on. Xavier Ganoa passes to Dalen Gordon. No, that was Dalen Gordon breaking up the pass. Defense fired up tonight, no question about it, playing for their fallen teammate. Kevin Justice, boy, he just keeps on trucking, doesn't he? Look at him, man. Almost gets his neck torn off right there, able to get some positive yards and then go on out to Nick Orange, tippy toes to the sidelines and move the chains, but no points right there because Kenneth Ainsworth says not tonight, folks. What a play by that Gladewater defense right there. Then we go back to the air. It's Trey Tenney from Gona. He's going to pull it out. Almost gets the score. Check it out. 4th and goal. Coach Wood goes for it, but Dalen Mack just jumps through the line, and look at the pushback. That is old school defense right there. No points until Kevin Justice says, you know, I'm tired of this. Let's break one loose and get into the end zone. He does. This was a pretty tight ball game, but in the end, it's going to be Gladewater with a huge, huge emotional comeback to win this game. Congratulations to them, 25-24. Bullard Panthers back home tonight against the White Oak Roughnecks. Glad to be back at Panther Stadium. Seems like they've been gone all season long. Brentavian Henderson, he's been known to score a touchdown or 3 in his day. He busts that one in 7-0. Cordell Smith going to make a good pass today. And Dax Davis, Micah Hughes, way to strip it right there. The Panthers fall on the ball. They get it back, and that gives Connor Mebane a chance to run that offense. Read option, gets out of it, gets loose to the right side. Good gain of 35 right there. Nice job by Connor, and this time in the air, Mebane to Major Tennyson. Salute that guy. He's a major, and he's also a heck of a catcher right there. Way to pull it in. Meanwhile, Cordell Smith trying to make something happen for the Roughnecks. He spins out of trouble, able to get some yards, and then Logan Rowe is going to get the touchdown, put it in right there. That would tie it up, but this is going to be a good night for the Bullard Panthers as they get the victory 42-9. Wascom Elysian Fields, good rivalry game right there, but Wascom is tough, folks. They win at 49-26. Let's get some scores from Class 4A. Athens 23-20. They win. Van winners again. That's right. Shout out from our camera crew. They're Van guys, 45-13. Brownsboro falls to Rusk 55-46. There's Henderson over Dangerfield 49-7. Palestine falls to Kaufman 28-7. Wow, didn't see this one coming. Wills Point 40-20 over Canton right there. Maybank and Teague, it's all Teague in this one. And Spring Hill falls at U Springs 45-29 tonight. And of course, don't forget, tomorrow, pop that up real quick, guys, if you can. Tomorrow, big one at Lobo Stadium, Gilmer Carthage, prime time Saturday night. All right, it's break time once again. Go check out the ETFinalScore.com Twitter page. That is the way to go. You're looking at it live right now at ETFinalScore. There's Phil Hicks of the Tyler Paper. He's working hard tonight. Big play video alert. Pick 6 by Chapel Hill right there. We'll be right back. All right, we've got a lot of 3A and 2A games to get to. Let's start with the ARP Tigers. They took the bus just a few miles down the road to New London, West Rusk tonight. There's the little Raider right there. Good to see him at the game. And these two go back a long way. D. Starling on the opening drive. It took about 8 minutes to get this drive going. Great job of controlling the ball. What a catch by Kevin Jones, getting both feet in. All he needed was one. And then Cortland Brady refuses to go down. Now, I love the way that kid runs. They would have to settle for a Jose Sedera field goal. So 3-0 Raiders of West Rusk on the board. Marcellus Johnson. We've called his name a lot the last couple years on the ET Final Score football show because he is so fast. But Colton Brady, not too happy with him, slings him out of bounds right there. Now, keep your eyes on Johnson right here. I'm shooting this game, and he loses me. He is so fast, but thankfully he comes back into the camera frame, saving me, and love the call Johnson's name on a touchdown. That made it 6-3. PAT no good. Final score in this one, West Russ hanging tough, but the ARP Tigers, Coach Dale Irwin, 32-30. Coach Irwin gets the victory there for him. Just down the road from here, Coach Alexander talks to his players as the Troop Tigers still trying to win that first game. New Diana in town tonight. Callan Eastman attempts to throw a pass. Landon Brown. Good job right there hauling in. Landon's dad, very proud right there. This time Dalton Hayes gets it, and Dalton is off to the races. Getting it from Eastman. Forget about it. Tigers get the touchdown. Great job right there. Now, Joby Ainsworth is going to try to do some work here for New Diana right there as the Troop Tigers continue to celebrate. It'll be Joby right here. Will fake out to his right. Scrambles. Tyler Morgan's got it. Gets taken down. And then another pass to Cody Holland, and Cody would do the damage here for the touchdown. Oh, another great fake right there. Good job over the middle. That's how you draw it up. Wide open. Touchdown is good. To the scoreboard we go. New Diana, 40-34. They were victorious. Now, since we were at that Lufkin-Nat game, we got to go to Timpson Country, hosting Lovelady. Emmanuel Williams of Lovelady. Nice looking run right here. Oh, shuttering his step right there, gets a few more yards, and then Taylor Golden is going to leap into the end zone, Walter Payton style, 6-0 Lovelady. Timpson Shakur Johnson, he takes it on a little swing route right here. He goes up the right side, tripping over people left and right, still on his feet. Then quarterback Chandler Berge, not happening. Lovelady takes over, and they would score again as Lee Holsley keeps it for the touchdown. Big night for Lovelady. Final score in this one, 35-14. Up north to Tyler now. Winona and Frankston hooking up at Wildcat Stadium. Ozzie Buckner finds his man Kendrick Rogers. Gets a big gain right there for Big Sandy right there. We go Winona, Frankston rather. We go back to the ground game. It's going to be D. Wheeler passing to Jeremiah Bolton. Big game right there. So Frankston loving what they're seeing right there. Now here comes Marcus Kincaid of Winona. He's going to fire it up there, and wow, somehow gets it to go. Final score in this one, 27-18, Frankston with the victory. Alba Golden, Big Sandy right down the road. Let's get to that one real quick. Trying to get their 4th win of the year, Big Sandy is. Alba Golden in this one. Preston Beeson, a long pass to Cameron Cuevas. Oh my goodness, how did he keep that one in there? Incredible play right there. And then Cuevas shows what he can do on the ground as well. Gets the handoff, and he's going to take it for a very long way. Good stuff there. Final break right now. Play of the night, and we'll check in with one more highlight game after this. All right, we've got a lot of 3A and 2A games to get to. Let's start with the ARP Tigers. They took the bus just a few miles down the road to New London, West Rusk tonight. There's the little Raider right there. Good to see him at the game. And these two go back a long way. D. Starling on the opening drive. It took about 8 minutes to get this drive going. Great job of controlling the ball. What a catch by Kevin Jones, getting both feet in. All he needed was one. And then Cortland Brady refuses to go down. I love the way that kid runs. They would have to settle for a Jose Sedera field goal. So 3-0 Raiders of West Rusk on the board. Marcellus Johnson, we've called his name a lot the last couple years on the ET Final Score football show because he is so fast. But Colton Brady, not too happy with him, slings him out of bounds right there. Now keep your eyes on Johnson right here. I'm shooting this game, and he loses me. He is so fast, but thankfully, he comes back into the camera frame, saving me, and love to call Johnson's name on a touchdown. That made it 6-3. PAT no good. Final score in this one, West Russ hanging tough, but the ARP Tigers, Coach Dale Irwin, 32-30. Coach Irwin gets the victory there for him. Just down the road from here, Coach Alexander talks to his players as the Troop Tigers still trying to win that first game. New Diana in town tonight. Callan Eastman attempts to throw a pass. Landon Brown. Good job right there hauling in. Landon's dad, very proud right there. This time Dalton Hayes gets it, and Dalton is off to the races. Getting it from Eastman. Forget about it. Tigers get the touchdown. Great job right there. Now, Joby Ainsworth is going to try to do some work here for New Diana right there as the Troop Tigers continue to celebrate. It'll be Joby right here. Will fake out to his right. Scrambles. Tyler Morgan's got it. Gets taken down. and then another pass to Cody Holland, and Cody would do the damage here for the touchdown. Oh, another great fake right there. Good job over the middle. That's how you draw it up. Wide open. Touchdown is good. To the scoreboard we go. New Diana, 40-34. They were victorious. Now, since we were at that Lufkin-Knack game, we got to go to Timpson country, hosting Lovelady. Emmanuel Williams of Lovelady. Nice looking run right here. Oh, shudder in a step right there, gets a few more yards, and then Taylor Golden is going to leap into the end zone, Walter Payton style, 6-0 Lovelady. Timpson Shakir Johnson, he takes it on a little swing route right here. He goes up the right side, tripping over people left and right, still on his feet. Then quarterback Chandler Berge, not happening. Lovelady takes over, and they would score again as Lee Holsley keeps it for the touchdown. Big night for Lovelady. Final score in this one, 35-14. Up north to Tyler now. Winona and Frankston hooking up at Wildcat Stadium. Ozzie Buckner finds his man Kendrick Rogers. Gets a big gain right there for Big Sandy right there. We go Winona, Frankston rather. We go back to the ground game. It's going to be D. Wheeler passing to Jeremiah Bolton. Big game right there. So Frankston loving what they're seeing right there. Now here comes Marcus Kincaid of Winona. He's going to fire it up there, and wow, somehow gets it to go. Final score in this one, 27-18, Frankston with the victory. Alba Golden, Big Sandy right down the road. Let's get to that one real quick. Trying to get their 4th win of the year, Big Sandy is. Alba Golden in this one. Preston Beeson, a long pass to Cameron Cuevas. Oh my goodness, how did he keep that one in there? Incredible play right there. And then Cuevas shows what he can do on the ground as well. Gets the handoff, and he's going to take it for a very long way. Good stuff there. Final break right now. Play of the night, and we'll check in with one more highlight game after this. Like we're short on time. What do we got? No, left. Shit. Anybody got a pen? All right, come out and do D3, the scores. Take that and then come back on me, and I'll just say the play of the night went to Jalen. What was his last name? Jalen Lane. Okay, so come out to those scores, come back on me. We leave you with play of the night and roll it. How's that sound? We got 45? Okay. Okay, just take those scores, come out to me, I will say we're leaving you with play of the night. How about that? And I'll try to talk over it as y'all count me down. Let's get to some private scores for you. 23-20, way to go, Brook Hill. All Saints 27-8. They are victorious. How would TK Gorman and Grace do? Well, we got to check out Alto getting 72 points on Tenahall tonight. How about that? Wow, Cayuga 47-27 is your final score there. Carlisle 6, Overton 41, Grapewood falls to Normandy 36-15. All right, let's get to our play of the night. We're going to leave you with it. We got a couple of guys. First of all, big congrats to Mr. Jalen Lane of Nacogdoches and the Knack Dragons. They beat Lufkin once again. Great job. And then Nick Kane has an incredible catch as JT as JT goes and beats the dog out of White House tonight. We'll see you next week.